Thursday. How's everybody doing? I am still drinking coffee, and it is 10 minutes till 3. But I went by and got me, it's a nitro coffee. First time having it. I like it, very strong. I had to add half and half milk to it. But it's pretty good. They put in a couple shots of vanilla and a shot of hazelnut. I don't taste the hazelnut, but I can taste the vanilla. And it's called a whiskey bourbon nitro. Whiskey bourbon nitro coffee. And you can taste the whiskey flavor. There's not real whiskey in there. So anyway, today we are on, I got to put on my glasses. Day 17. It's right here. What do owls say when they go trick-or-treating? Happy Halloween. That's cute. I have to tell the kids that one. They'll get a kick out of it. And as for the story today, it's not really like a story. It's about a book that I don't know when this came out, but they're talking about the book, and it's called Notorious San Francisco, True Tales of Crime, Passion, and Murder by Paul Drexler. And it's all about, most of the cases are about stuff in San Francisco, but it's about 4 major cities that most of the stuff happens in. And so I really thought it just about reading this because I thought it was very interesting, and I thought I knew about almost all the serial killers because I'm addicted to true crime. And there's some I haven't heard about. So anyway, I figured if I hadn't heard about them, maybe you haven't heard about them. So I wanted to share this with you. So that is coming up next. New book, Notorious San Francisco, True Tales of Crime, Passion, and Murder by Paul Drexler. Editor's note. From an anecdotal standpoint, there are 4 major cities in the United States in which the most interesting murder cases unfold: New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. Interesting crimes, famous crimes, and infamous serial killer cases have occurred in all major American cities, but it seems like the best of the best, for whatever reason, occurred in those 4 major cities. When it comes to true crime stories, San Francisco is special. Over the last 150 years, the city's history includes the infamous cases of Cordella Botkin, William Henry Theodore Durant, the unsolved murder of Nora Fuller, the gas pipe killers, Lloyd Sampsell, and the Zodiac Killer, just to name a few. Having spent more time in the San Francisco area than in the other 3, infamous murders known to that city draw me in to learn more. So when my fellow crime historian friend Paul Drexler recently released his new book, Notorious San Francisco, True Tales of Crime, Passion, and Murder, I was excited to buy a copy and start digging into a fascinating anthology of the most dramatic criminal cases known to this one-of-a-kind city. Drexler is the most qualified individual in the United States to write about San Francisco crimes. He is the director of Cook's Tour of San Francisco, a guided tour he provides to tourists curious to visit the city's most notorious locations tied to 150 years of killing and criminal mayhem. This is a guy who knows what he's talking about when it comes to San Francisco history. He has appeared on the Investigation Discovery Network show Deadly Women as an expert on San Francisco murderesses. In 2017, he received the Oscar Lewis Award from the San Francisco History Association for the writing on San Francisco. With the Amazon Kindle version selling for only $5.96, the book is a must-read for true crime lovers across the entire United States who want to peek into the dark side of a city known for some of the best true crime stories in the world. San Francisco, a city founded in part by criminals, was once one of the most dangerous cities in America. Its Barbary Coast was called a unique criminal district that was the scene of more viciousness and depravity, but it possessed more glamour than any other area on the American continent. San Francisco Notorious brings back the glamorous depravity and noir atmosphere that made it to the premier location for murder thrillers like The Maltese Falcon, Vertigo, and Zodiac. This book contains more than 20 compelling tales of serial killers, deadly women, con men, masters of escape, and unsolved mysteries. San Franciscan criminals were as colorful as the city they inhabited. Take William Thorson, a murderous millionaire who hid the nation's largest private armory in his Pacific Heights mansion. Then there's Isabella Martin, the murderous queen of grudges, who tried to poison an entire town, or Ethan McNabb and Lloyd Sampsell, the yacht bandits, who used a luxurious sloop as a getaway vehicle for their dozens of bank robberies. Most of these unusual cases are largely unknown and have never appeared in book form. Included are cases that are still mysteries today, including the mysterious tale of the Zodiac Killer, complete with a new analyst and a startling new theory on the murder. A peek into his new book and guided tours can be viewed on YouTube. Anyway, has any of you ever heard of that book or any of those stories? I don't think that we've covered it here so far. So if they're not very long, I'm going to go on there. I'm going to try and find them so I can read them. I was able to find the Cordella Bodkin story and the unsolved murder of Nora Fuller so far. So we're going to get into those because I think they're pretty interesting. And I'm also going to include the link to the YouTube channel that is going to give you information about the book and also the guided tours that's on YouTube. So I will try and link it below in the description. I'll get it out eventually. But yeah, I know this is something a little bit different. It's not about one story. It's just a book about a bunch of stories, which I am going to order, by the way. So I'm hoping that they're not very long. We'll see. But for $5.96, if it's still $5.96, I think it'd be totally worth it. All right, guys, so that's it for today. I may still be able to find some type of a crime puzzle to add to this. I'll figure out something so we can keep going with those crime puzzles. Some of them are very hard, but it's still fun. Works your brain, makes you think a little bit. So, all right, guys, that's it for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great evening. Thanks. Bye.